How crazy is it that as humans, we're more likely to congratulate someone else, be happy for them, love someone else, but not love ourselves, not congratulate ourselves, not be our number one supporter? It's so crazy, but we have to kind of revert this, right? Because you need to feel the same kind of support for yourself. You need to be your number one supporter, right? Because if you're not your number one supporter, then who will be? Your parents could be your number one supporter, but you can't rely on external kind of validation for these type of things. You'll feel a lot better with your life when you're your number one supporter. I think the biggest thing that you could do to yourself to be your number one supporter is look back on your life. Maybe it could be in a span of a couple months, maybe it could be the day. Instead of thinking so negatively, like, okay, I could have accomplished this, I'm so behind, I'm so this. Congratulate yourself, be happy for yourself, smile at yourself for the progress that you made. Look at you today. How many times do you stop for a second and congratulate yourself and are happy for the accomplishments that you made? And trust me, I'm not any better than you at this. I'm just learning this and I just want to spread the message. I'm also a work in progress, and this is the amazing part about this, right? I could document my journey, but I had this kind of thinking, we're so used to congratulating people and praising people, which is not a bad thing, it's a great thing, but we don't do that to ourselves. We don't praise ourselves. We're not our number one supporter. So I really think just look back in your life and journal about it. Where have you been? What progress have you made? Be happy for that progress. Be grateful for the progress that you made. Be kinder with yourself. I think that's actually the biggest thing, because so many times, and I have the biggest issue with this, so many times we're so bad with ourselves. We didn't complete a lot of things. Today, for example, I planned to do a lot more than I actually did. And in return, I was a little bit mad at myself because I didn't complete that. And then I kind of thought my prefrontal cortex was more, what are you doing? Be grateful for the amount of progress that you made. You made progress today. I went to the gym, I did this, I did that. So many things, but I'm not grateful for those things because I didn't complete this goal. So just be more kind to yourself when you fall short of your goals, and build that momentum. The biggest thing I would say is also build a momentum of sticking to your word, right? Because you build up that love, that respect for yourself when you're consistently showing up, when you're not lying to your future self. And that's the biggest thing. You need to build that reputation and create room to have more respect for yourself, to have more love for yourself, and to be more of your fan. And I think to do that, start small. So for example, you need to do work for the day. Instead of putting your bar right here, put it low, but slowly build that up. And as you build it up, and as you show up for yourself every single day, and you don't lie to yourself, that's the biggest thing, not lying to your future self, doing what you said you do. That's how we create more love for ourselves. Yes, we can be more grateful for ourselves now and be our number one supporter, but a lot of that has to do with the action you're taking. You're not showing up for yourself. You're lazy, you're not going to the gym, you're watching YouTube all day, videos like this. You're just not showing up for yourself. And then you wonder why you hate yourself. So yes, there's a lot of things that you can do, but as we said, build that momentum of showing up to your future self. You're likely setting very high goals, and so it's very hard for you to show up for yourself. And so lose your ego a bit, make smaller goals or smaller kind of leaps, right? You're here and you're trying to get here, but you have to pass slowly here to get to the end goal. So you have to understand that. And yeah, I really think a really big part about it. And I really think a big part of loving yourself or respecting yourself is showing up for yourself. And especially because we're humans, when we don't show up for ourselves, when this didn't work out, or you didn't go to the gym, don't be hard on yourself. See the amount of progress that you made. Just be super grateful for it. Because if you can't control your mind, and if you're just spitting negative things about your day, about your life, who could? You're the only one who can get yourself out of that. So see the positive things. Stop seeing life so negative. You didn't do this amount of work today, so the whole night I'm gonna just self-sabotage myself and just be really mad at myself. No, look at the progress that you made and do that alongside building yourself and showing up for your future self. Those two are really, really big. Another way that we can show up for ourselves and be our number one supporter is by implementing the high five habit. This was developed by Mel Robbins. Many of you have probably heard about her. She has podcasts. She does a lot. And I found her, and it was very interesting. Like, this habit called the high five habit literally takes 5 seconds out of your day. But all it takes is, first thing in the morning, you get up and you high five the mirror. So she explains in her book and, on podcasts how whenever you give high fives to a person, how do you feel? You feel good. You feel good about yourself. So why can't you do that to yourself? Why can't you look at yourself in the mirror every single morning, and instead of just being like, oh shit, another day, oh shit, I hate my life, I hate this, be grateful for your life and high five yourself in the mirror. I know it sounds very cringy, but I actually heard about it today. I did it in the past, like a couple months ago, so I didn't really hear about today, but I was reintroduced to it today. And I think I'm gonna do it again because I had a lot of progress when I did that. Like, I felt really good about myself. I know it sounds stupid, but try it for yourself. Like, so many people are scared of this and they're like, oh, like there's no reason to do this if I hate my life and everything. But try it yourself. Taking this small leap of action will just set yourself up for a better day. And I think you have nothing to lose. It literally takes like 5 seconds. Yeah, it's cringy, but no one sees you and it doesn't matter. You just feel much better. The final thing that I would say, for more self-love and just being your number one fan is before you meditate every day, say to yourself, I love myself. So what I want you to do every day before you meditate is say to yourself, I love myself. Right before you meditate, it would be a good time to habit stack and put it, like, it takes another 2 seconds, but many of you won't take action on this, and it's because it's cringy or it feels weird, and I get that, but just saying those few words to yourself can make a big, big difference. Just like, how many times do you say, to other people, yeah, it's a good thing. I love you guys, like, I love your parents, whatever, but you don't say it to yourself. And I think there's a lot of value in that, a lot of untapped value and potential in doing that every day. And you can do it right before you meditate, right? Just be like, I love myself. I think there's a lot of value to this, and it creates the atmosphere for more self-love, more respect for yourself, and just being your number one fan, right? Because if you're not your number one fan, then who is gonna be? You need to be like super hyped about yourself. And I'm a work in progress too. Like, I'm trying my best to do it as well. Just be super hyped about yourself, about your life, about your goals, because if you're not, then who could be? And that is what creates that space for more self-love, self-respect, and just being your number one fan. It's, making promises to your future self and actually doing those promises. It's all about integrity to yourself. So again, I hope this video helped, boys. I hope it shined light in another kind of concept that I was thinking about. And yeah, boys, I'll see you next time. Peace.